Well, it is official. Katie is leaving me.
Yep, I'm flying out in a couple hours, taking Grayson with me, and we're going home.
Yep. So the last few weeks, we've been having a lot of in-depth conversations on the future. It is the selling life has been fun, but it does come with its own hardships, and it has been a little bit more difficult than I think we originally anticipated it would be.
Yeah, it's been a little tougher than we expected. It's harder on a boat in general, anyways. Everything you do takes 10 times longer: grocery shopping, laundry, cooking, whatever. And then when you add kids into the equation, it takes 20 times longer. So,
Yeah, kids definitely compound the difficulty by far. Just trying to get groceries into a dinghy and get them out of the dinghy and onto the boat is hard, especially when the water's sloshing you around in the dinghy. But then trying to get two kids in and out, it's just, yeah, it's definitely more difficult.
and I think it adds another layer that Grayson can't swim yet. He's only 2.5, and I'm always so nervous of him falling in the water. Like I live in fear, like a mama bear, always looking out for him.
Yeah, and he's two, so he's not really going to remember any of this. So he's not getting anything out of it. But Katie's going to take him on back.
And also, Grayson, he's 2.5, like I said, and he's not talking yet. So we knew he wasn't talking, obviously, right before he turned 2, and we talked with the doctor, and we weren't too concerned. But now that it's been a few months, I'm starting to get more and more concerned. So I do want to get him in speech therapy. I want to do everything I can to help him out, and I don't feel that it's fair to him to be out here and not doing what we can to intervene as early as we can. And along with that, Lincoln actually misses school. We thought, I mean, he loves it. He's having a great time out here, but he talks about wanting to go back to a normal school. Will he ever get to go to his friend's birthday party again and stuff? So
Homeschool's been really good so far. That going into this whole adventure was our biggest fear. It hasn't been as hard as either one of us expected it to be, but neither one of us are the most patient person in the world, so I don't think we make great teachers. Lincoln, for his stubbornness, he is a great student. He's very smart, and he's picked up on a lot. So I think he'll be good for going into first grade when we get back. But as far as math and reading is concerned, he surprised me this whole time.
yeah, he's definitely at a first grade level. He's very smart, but Cole mentioned stubbornness, and he does get that from one of us. We won't name any names. But so that makes it a little harder to teach him. So praise teachers, because it's very hard. Y'all are amazing.
And you got 20 of them on top
Yeah,
of that. We've
well-
only got the one.
All right, so right now, maybe you can tell, we're still in the Bahamas in the Exumas, and Grayson and I are going home today. We are going to get him in speech therapy, and we're going to just get an apartment for a short-term lease before we buy a house, figure out what we want to buy, since we did sell everything before doing this.
We might, word of recommendation for anybody wanting to do this, put your essential things in storage maybe. I didn't want to pay a storage fee. I thought this was going to be a multi-year thing. But yeah, if I'd known going back this was going to be a 6-month, done, do it, be done, go back home thing, we would have kept quite a few.
Yeah.
But I will say it was nice purging everything and kind of
It was.
starting from scratch. While it sounds really bad on the surface, it is kind of nice to have gotten rid of a lot of the fluff and stuff that we collected over the years.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And the plan is, as far as the boat's concerned, after Katie leaves, Lincoln and I are going to stay on the boat and sell it back to Fort Lauderdale. So we're going to leave here where we are, just north of Georgetown, and start heading back north of the Exumas. I've got a decision to make here in about a week when we get up to the northern part of the Exumas, and is to decide, are we going to go straight on back to Florida? So that would mean cutting across to Nassau and the Berries and then Fort Lauderdale. Or do we want to kind of head north and finish seeing some of the things in the Bahamas that we haven't seen yet? The Abaco and Eleuthera were two places I really wanted to see on this trip, and we skipped them for the trip back up. So I haven't yet decided on what our route is going to be. I think I'll just kind of play it by ear and see how we're doing as we head up the Exumas. If it's still difficult and Lincoln's just really ready to get on back, then we'll just cut across and call it a day. But I think this will be kind of a good father-son bonding trip. It'll add about another 2 weeks to the trip to get back home. But I think I would like to go on up to Abaco and Eleuthera. But if not, it's okay. It is what it is. But we're gonna either way. We'll make our way back to Fort Lauderdale, where we will put the boat up for sale. We've really had a lot of fun with this adventure. Even though we are cutting it short, I wouldn't change a thing. I'd still do it all over again. The Bahamas is absolutely beautiful.
Yes.
And to be able to spend 4 months down here, moving island to island, it's just been an incredible experience. So definitely would not change it and do anything differently. But we are ready to just get back and see family and friends. We miss everybody.
Yes, yeah, we've been talking about it, and we think for sure we'll be doing this again when we are empty nesters, and we may very well do it again when the kids are, I would say, 6 and 10-ish age.
Maybe even older. Maybe if they're high school age.
Yeah, if they want to.
Self-sufficient. Yeah. When they're self-sufficient, we don't have to worry about them falling in the water and drowning.
Yeah.
They can take the dinghy over to the beach and go play with kids and give us a little bit of a break.
Yeah.
Not have to worry about their safety.
Yes, yeah, and it's hard not having a break at all, ever.
Yeah, I know, like 4 months we have not had a break, us time, alone time. It is
Nothing.
24/7. Kids, Katie can't just get in the car and go to Starbucks and Target.
No.
I can't go to Bass Pro Shop.
It's hard. And
Best Buy.
we knew that going into this, but we're introverts, so we thought it wouldn't be so bad. We spent a lot of time together anyway with COVID and Cole working from home and
yeah, but the kids though, we love our kids, but being able to send them off to school or daycare for a little bit just to give us a break.
Yeah, just an hour,
Yes, you don't get that. So
and at this age, I think that's particularly hard. But when they're a little bit older, and we may very well do this again, and we will for sure do this again when we are empty nesters. And
yeah, I love sailing,
Yes.
and I love the adventure.
It's fun.
It is fun. It's just, with the 2 kids, it is hard. Anybody who says differently is, I don't know. We've seen people out here with 4 or 5 kids doing this.
Yeah.
I don't know how they're doing it.
No, I don't either.
They more power to them.
I've talked to a lot of other sailing families, though, and they say that, the preteen years are the best time to do it because I guess they're not too involved with their own friends or as teenagers, and then they're self-sufficient. So maybe around that time. We'll see. We'll see how things are going.
And I will say, too, as far as all the other people out here with kids doing it, that is about the general age. It's kind of that middle school to high school range. So Lincoln's been far younger than most of the other kids out here, and most of them don't really want anything to do with him. So from the social aspect, he hasn't really been able to make any friends. And with us constantly moving on, you make a friend, and then you don't ever see him again a few days later.
And with that said, I would say the biggest age group of the whole sailing community, at least in the Bahamas, is empty nesters and retirees. And
yeah, it's 90%, 95% are retirees.
And they sure don't want to hang out with us because we have 2 little kids, and I totally get that. But they seem to just have so much fun and a great group and socialization and great community. So we look forward to that one day.
We may put out a few more videos after this one, just kind of depending on how everything's going. Since it's since it's just going to be me and Lincoln, my focus is going to be on safety and sailing back home and not so much on filming everything. So I'll try and maybe do a few more videos after this. And it'll also depend on whether we go straight on back to Florida or we cut around in Abaco and Eleuthera. But this may be our last one. I don't know. I'd like to think we'll do a few more after this, but it definitely probably won't be every week from this point forward. If at most, probably 2, 3, 4 videos sporadically. So Katie leaves today. My parents are flying in tomorrow to spend the next 10 days with us. So really looking forward to seeing them again and allowing them to be able to experience what we've been experiencing the last few weeks. I think they'll really have a blast sailing around, seeing the islands. After they leave, we will pull anchor and start heading on back, just me and Lincoln.
And just want to throw in there, I am not leaving because they are coming. It might kind of look like that, but it's just
the timing piece, flights and everything,
timing,
and getting out.
Coincidence, I promise.
Yeah, and I think it'll be a little bit easier. It's just less people in the
Yeah.
boat. So, it'll be all right.
Yeah.
The kids are back, so we had them watching a movie. Looks like they're done with that, so we'll go ahead and wrap up here. But I just wanted to say thanks to everybody who's been watching and following along on this journey.
Yes.
It has truly meant a lot to us to see the people talking about the videos, reading comments, thanking us for putting them out. We've really enjoyed making them. Our goal and the intent of making them was for the kids to have something to look back on, 20 years from now, and for us to look back on too. So I'm glad we made the videos. It's been a great adventure, and we'll definitely every once in a while put them on TV and watch. But yeah, I mean, I just appreciate everyone that has been following along so long this whole time. So it's meant a lot to me. I appreciate it.
Yes, me too.
But thanks for watching, and maybe we'll see you on the next one.
Bye.
Bye. Thanks, buddy.
I look out across the water, I smell the salt, I feel the breeze, but in my heart I hear the calling of my old home, Tennessee. We don't know where these rivers flow, or why the wind chooses when and where to blow. The sun is gonna rise each and every time, but I've still got Tennessee on my mind. From Reaper's Fork to Watertown, and maybe Johnson City or Memphis bound. No matter where I go, no matter what I see, I still hear the calling of Tennessee. And who we to know where these rivers flow, or why the wind chooses when and where to blow. The sun is gonna rise each and every time, and I've still got Tennessee on my mind. I miss the smoke on the Cumberland and the fireflies at midnight, and the color of the leaves in the fall. Who are we to know where these rivers flow, or why the wind chooses when and where to blow? The sun is gonna rise each and every time, and I've still got